everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining me today to hear my persuasive speech assignment for my public speaking class. My controversial topic for today's speech is animal testing. According to procon.org, an estimated 26 million of animals are used every year in the United States for animal testing. The testing is scientific and commercial. This testing on animals has been practiced on since 500 BC, over 2,500 years ago. Many of the reasons animals are tested on is to advance scientific knowledge along with basic biological research, which helps us understand how living things work for the benefit of both animals and humans. They are used as models to study diseases. The reason for that is because animals and humans share hundreds of illnesses, and consequently, animals can act as models for the study of human illness. They are used to develop and test potential forms of treatment. Once researchers learn more about a particular disease, animals are used to develop and test these potential therapies as part of the applied research process. It is said to protect the safety of both animals, humans, and also the environment, for when medicine is initially tested in vitro using tissues and isolated organs. But legally and ethically, it must also be tested in a suitable animal model before clinical trials in humans can take place. Advocates say animal testing has allowed the progress of life-saving treatments for both animals and humans. It is said that it benefits animals as well, but the ones being tested might beg to differ. It is said that there are no other methods for researching living organisms, so animal testing is needed. Challengers say animal testing is harsh and inhumane. There are other methods that can be used to replace animal testing, and animals are so different from humans that it brings different outcomes. The United States regulates its animal testing with the AWA, which is also known as Animal Welfare Testing Act, and was passed in 1996 and updated on 1970, 1976, and 1985. The Animal Welfare Testing Act specifies animal as any animal alive and does not include animals such as rat, mice, bird, farm animals, and cold-blooded animals. Each animal research location must create an international institutional animal committee on board, which is also known as the IACUC. It is used to signify society's fears and concerns regarding the welfare of animals in that facility. There must be at least 3 members in the committee. One of the 3 has to be a veterinarian, and one must not be associated with the institution. The Animals Welfare Testing Act also controls their housing and transportation of all animals that are used in research and testing. Our government states that the USDA, which is the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and APHIS, which is Animal and Planet Health Inspection Service, must both report how animals are used for research and testing every year. PETA stands for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals and are an organization against animal testing. PETA has reported from 2010 to 2013, over 5 million animals have been tested upon. This does not include farm animals, birds, rats, mice, and cold-blooded animals. According to procon.org, the pros and cons of animal testing are of the many. Allow me to tell you about the pros of animal testing that is being said. Animal testing is important to guarantee vaccines are safe. Animal testing makes a way for life-saving treatments and cures. Even a supercomputer can't match the living body functions, which is one of the reasons they say animal testing must be done. It is said that animals are suitable because they are similar to humans. Animals have to be used instead of human subjects. Animals also benefit from the results of animal testing. Animal research centers are controlled and regulated for them to be sheltered and protected from mistreatment. Animals have shorter life cycles than humans, which is beneficial to testing. Animal researchers want animals to be treated kindly and humanely to safeguard their test results. Humans have rights and animals do not, which make it acceptable to test on them. Many biologists and biomedical institutions approve animal testing. Cosmetics and products are used on animals to ensure their safety use on humans. Now allow me to tell you what the cons are. Animal testing is cruel and unkind. Scientists do not need to test vaccines on animals because there are human volunteers for it. There are other methods such as viral testing that can reduce and replace the need for animal testing. The Environmental Protection Agency is sure in other alternatives today that it's looking to reduce animal testing 30% by 2025 and have it end completely by 2035. The International Humane Society found that animal testing is more expensive than viral testing in every situation that was studied and considered. As usual, money determines what happens. Animals are not the same as humans, so animals are imperfect test subjects. Drugs that went through animal tests are not all safe and secure to take. Animal tests can deceive scientists into overlooking potential treatments and cures. The Animal Welfare Act, AWA, states that only 5% of animals are protected by law. Animal testing does not reliably and dependently predict accurate findings with its results in human beings. There is a demand for cruelty-free products, such as in cosmetics. Some experiments that include animals are not perfect, so why waste the lives of animals for testing and research? The Animal Welfare Act has not accomplished in stopping dreadful cases of animal abuse in research institutions. Medical research breakthroughs with animal testing can still be made without the use of animals. Does this information gained from this testing justify the animal's pain and torment? The eternal question. Does the end justify the means? This is up to the individual to decide. But for me, the ends do not justify the means. There must be other ways to glean this information. There is some hopeful testing being done on stem cell research. If someday we can use all testing on these stem cells and spare these poor animals the anguish with pain, that would be exceptional. But for me personally, I can't bear to see an animal in pain. And if it came down to me personally making a medical breakthrough with animal testing, the torturing of an animal, I do not know if I would accept it. Even though it may extend and improve the quality of my life, I do not know if I could live with it. I guess for some, it may be an easy decision, but not for me. It certainly would be a tough call. Would you? Would you extend or increase the quality of your life for a year, a month, how about a week, at the expense of cruel, massive testing of animals and sleep at night? Some people may easily say yes, but again, for me, I would not. I could have shown you picture after picture of animals enduring testing and torture, but I could not stand to look at them myself, so I did not want to put you through it. Many of you out in the audience probably own a pet or two. You may have a cat, or a dog, or a parrot, or a little ferret who have particularly become a member of your family. Could you imagine a doctor or a scientist coming to your door and he needs your pet to do some tests? That it would be good for mankind and eventually good for the animal world as well? Could you let your pet go, especially knowing some of the pain and suffering that they go through? I dare say that there would not be one of you that would let them take your pet. Are these test animals any less worthy than your pet? I say no. Thank you all for listening. It was a pleasure. Sleep easy, have a great night, and God bless you all. Thank you.